We got a lot of factoring and dividing in this here. So,
Daddy, what this game?
I will in a bit. Okay, we got one thing we kind of have to do here is just is some trial and error, and I would say that any number that evenly goes into 20 is a possible factor. So we'll start at the beginning.
Oh, Daddy.
I guess that's it. Fair enough. Yes, sir.
What is?
Okay, I will in a bit. Okay, be patient. Okay, all this stuff, x cubed minus 2x squared minus 19x plus 20. So there's a 20, right? What? See, it's the children. This is x
Oh,
cubed.
Daddy.
This is going to be an x squared.
What's it?
X squared times negative 5 is negative 5x squared. That and something else is going to give me a negative 2x squared.
Daddy.
Has to be a positive 3x squared. Okay, you take out the x, you get a positive 3x. That times negative 5 is negative 15x. That and something else gives you negative 19. It's got to be a negative 4x. Take out the x, it's a minus 4. That and that give you 20. Turns out that is a factor. So the question is, which one does not divide evenly? Okay, since we know that one does, we can eliminate that. This thing then factors to be x squared plus 3x minus 4. Whatever that factors to become, we'll eliminate the other two. X plus 4 and x minus 1 gives you the product of negative 1. When you add them, you get positive 3. So that means the minus 1 is not, the plus 1 is. There you go. So the proof is right around here and here. Which expression is equivalent? Again, there's a lot of factoring going on here. It looks like we can take out a 2 and an x, right? So a 2 and an x is what comes out. That eliminates this from contention if we're looking for narrowing down our selections. What do we have left? We have 15xy plus 18x minus 10y minus 12. Okay, that. Now does this factor? It looks like that might factor there. So we're looking at two numbers that multiply together to get 15xy. This is kind of a new situation here. So you're looking at something and something giving you a 15xy. Well, 3x and 5y fit that bill, so does 5x and 3y. But what gives you negative 12? Well, negative 2 and positive 6. Okay, all those work. So then it's the outer and the inner. The outer and the inner, that's a negative 18x. That's a positive. And the inner is a negative 10y. Looks like that's the one. Because if we try the outer here, that's a 10x, and that's not going to work. And if we try the outer here, that's a negative 18, which doesn't work. Looks like B is our best bet. And then lastly, for this section, taking a fraction out is probably the right way to go. Take out a 1/16 out in front, you get 1 over 16. This is going to become 1/4, because 1/4 times 1/16. But this is an x squared, and that's a minus 1. Difference of two perfect squares. That will factor to conjugates, which means I can get a 1/2 x plus 1 and a 1/2 x minus 1. Now these are just kind of mean, because then you look at something like this, which are both perfect cubes. You factor that, and it's going to give you the binomial and a trinomial. Cube root of this whole thing is 2 over 3x plus y. If we know our difference in sum of two perfect cubes, this term squared goes here, so this is going to be a 4 over 9x squared. This term times that term is the middle, but the opposite sign, so that's a minus 2/3 xy, and the last term is conveniently a plus y squared. Okay, so it's again practicing the patterns that work to go to get it together to give you these things. Perfect squared trinomial. This is going to be the same thing twice. 1/4 minus 1 and x, and 1/4 x minus 1. The outer and the inner term will add together to get 2/4. Negative 2/4 x, which reduces to 1/4. So the way you would write that is 1/4 x minus 1 quantity squared.